you remember Huber, agape, love from last week? That kind of burning love. And then we looked at substituting the word love for Jesus. Jesus is patient. Jesus is kind. Amazing love that God has for us. But it doesn't stop there. That's the challenge, the kind of love that we should display to others as well. Well, this week we're going to look at verses 4 and 5 particularly. It starts off with that bit, love is patient, love is kind. But apparently the clearer translation of the Greek is love has a big heart and practices sheer goodness. Isn't that great? Such love, therefore, is patient and kind and can face up to the darkness within us and around us. So, love is patient, love is kind. Been reading some books and listening to some podcasts on hurry and busyness and then rest and Sabbath recently. And they all make the point that it's very hard to be loving when you're in a hurry, when you're busy. I know that's certainly true for me. When I am running late and I'm desperate to get out the door and my housemate decides now's a great time to chat, I'm definitely unloving. Wonder what it is for you. Perhaps it's a school deadline coming up and you're super stressed about it and you're irritated with everybody in the house. But is that having too much to do, or is that bad time management? Have you been on YouTube or chatting to friends or just generally procrastinating to avoid doing it? Either way, when we're hurried, when we're rushed, when we're stressed, it's really hard to be loving. But for me, trying to do too much stops me from being more loving. Jesus was never in a hurry. He walked everywhere. Okay, obviously there's no cars, etc. So he had to. But he didn't run. And he had a massive job. He had to save the world and he only gave himself 3 years in which to do it. And yet he was never in a hurry. Whenever people stopped him on the street, he had time for them. Remember that woman that he healed on his way to Jairus' daughter's house? He was present with people and listened to them and spoke to them. He never overplayed his own importance, never tried to make himself more popular, get more likes, more followers. In fact, when that kind of thing was happening, he withdrew to lonely places so that he stopped it. I don't know about you, but I am so often impatient, unkind, jealous, boastful, proud, rude, selfish, easily angered, and keeping tallies of wrongs done against us. Or in other translations, boil with jealousy, oversensitive, resentful, or my particular favourite, easily irritated. I know I'm often like that. Rather, the love that Jesus has is this Huber love, this agape love, that patiently endures mistreatment, that is not jealous or easily angered or seeking to wrong others. What incredible love. That's super exciting. Now here's a heavy quote, but it's good, so it's worth saying. But you might need to watch this again to get the full impact. David Pryor says, "Only the love of God, keeping us in a deep experience of his complete acceptance of us as we are, can enable us to face up to our self-centeredness, to renounce it, and to look for light to shine in our inner darkness. Such love turns us outwards and looks to the needs and interests of others." Brilliant. That's what I want to pursue. Now, this week, why don't you have a look at these verses, but maybe choose a few different translations to check it out. So maybe for a couple of days you might read the New Living Translation, a couple of days maybe the Passion Translation, a couple of days maybe the Message as a paraphrase rather than a translation. Or teach yourself Greek and go and have a look back at the original. One summer holiday I started teaching myself Latin, and that was when I was a teacher, not a pupil. So BibleGateway.com, YouVersion on the Bible app is a great place to start to look at other translations. Enjoy experiencing God's love for you this week.